When you look back at the season so far, how would you sum up the performances and the fact you're fighting for the LMP2 title here in Portimao?
First of all, you need to be consistent, score points, and win when you can, when you have the car to win. It's 14 cars on the grid this year, and a lot of cars can win races. And depending on the track characteristics, high speed, low speed, high deg, low deg, there's always some teams that are a bit better than others. But you have to maximize every weekend with what you have.
When you look at LMP2, now it's no longer in the WC, and you see the quality of the teams and the drivers, the competition is so fierce here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's super high competition, a lot of professional drivers that are also in GTP or in hypercar in the WEC. So, you know, when you win in this kind of grid, it's really rewarding.
You arrive here already a 2024 LMP2 champion, taking the IMSA title last weekend at Petit Le Mans. Tell us all about that weekend.
Yeah, it's what a season. I mean, already winning IMSA and now in the title fight for ELMS. We had a really good season in IMSA and came to the Petit with a big advantage. So it was not so easy to deal with because you can only lose basically when you are in this position. So we did what we had to do to win the championship without taking too much risk. We were really quick, especially at the end. But you know, when it's so hectic, the fights and the dogfight at the end in the US, that it can quickly go wrong. So we took a conservative approach and brought the title home.
Good job. Endurance is all about teamwork. It's not about just the drivers, but the whole team. Tell us more about your team that work behind the scenes.
Yeah, first of all, we have a lineup with two very young drivers, with Seb and Vlad. They have a little bit of experience in car racing, but not so much. And I have the role of being the leader and mentor, let's say, with them, which I really like. And we work so well together. They made a massive step this year, which makes me really proud. You know, when I see Vlad fighting with guys like Robert Kubica in his teens all the time, and he's really doing well. And Seb coming through the field when we had bad qualies. So they're really a big part of why we are leading the championship. And then the team behind the scene, yeah, awesome engineers, mechanics, management. Everything needs to come together to win on such high level.
You won the Michelin One Cup title here 2 years ago. How did winning that championship title help you get where you are here today?
I won some championship in single-seaters before. I won German Formula 3. I won the Renault 3.5 championships. And for me, the Le Mans Cup was a good way to bounce back after a few years not having competitive cars in Formula E or LMP1. Also starting racing with a gentleman driver with a bronze pro pairing. And I think it was good for me to show that I can work well as well with gentleman drivers. And I think in that season we won 3 races out of 7. We were very consistent, 0 mistakes. So it's always good for the LMP2 teams to see that.
Portimao has been described as a roller coaster circuit, and I think that's fair to say. Do you like this track where we host the season finale?
Yeah, it's good fun. Also the deg is pretty low, so that means you can push quite hard from the beginning to the end, which is always more enjoyable. A lot of elevation. My favorite corner is probably the last corner, really high speed, really committed with some bumps, which makes it challenging, and you really need to commit, so it's good.
And how are you going to approach this weekend? Obviously, where you are in the championship, you're close enough to the guys at the front, but there's still a little bit of a gap. Are you going to approach it any different than any other race?
I think all season you try to be intelligent, patient. You know, I think in this kind of series or so many cars can win, it's more an elimination game until now. So we stayed in the game to the end. Looks like we are 3 still in the game, and now we have all in our hands, because if we win the race, even if the AO does pole, but we win the race, we are champion on comeback. So we see it as it's in our hands to win the championship, and we think we have the pace for that. So now it's the final, 3 guys for the win. We can take more risk to go for the win.
Anyway, good luck for this weekend, and thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
Thank you.